evening, everyone. I am Charo Consolacion, and I will be presenting my paper entitled Mathematical Model Predicting Performance in Licensure Examination of Engineering Graduates. According to the Philippine Daily Inquirer, the Philippines produced about 50,000 engineering graduates in the year 2018, but only about 25,000 passed the board exams to become licensed engineers. This concerning trend of poor outcomes in the engineering licensure examination is the first reason for this research. Talking about mathematical modeling, academic performance in college was found to be the most significant predictor of the licensure examination for graduates of teacher education, agriculture, agricultural engineering, electronics engineering, and mechanical engineering. However, a very recent study, only this 2022, Sumotsot et al. Obtained a contrasting result for the graduates of teacher education. This contrasting claims about the predictive ability of academic performance is the second reason for this research. The second identified most common predictor variable in many studies is the preparation for the licensure examination in college in the form of comprehensive exam, pre-LEP, mock board, pre-board, institutional terminal competency assessment. Among this measure is the integration courses. Integration courses are actually review courses for the board exam taken by engineering students in their majoring years, third year, fourth year, up to the last semester before graduation. These three integration courses culminate with a summative test determining students' progress and mastery of competencies. Since preparation for board examination in college comes in different forms such as compre, pre-board, mock board, and so on, a knowledge gap exists about predictive capacity of the average grade in the three integration courses for engineering graduate success on the licensure examination. Aside from the two predictors mentioned already earlier, the following were also found in different studies. Based on that list in the previous slide, a literature gap concerning the predictive ability of enrollment in review centers as predictor specifically of BSCE and BSME graduate success in the PRC licensure examination. This is the fourth and last reason for this study. The focus of this study is to develop prediction models of BSCE and BSME graduates' performance in the licensure examination. Specific objectives are first to describe the graduates. Second is to determine the most significant predictor for each licensure examination areas 1, 2, and 3. The third is to determine the relationship between the licensure examination result and academic performance, including the following, and enrollment in a review center. The fourth is to design mathematical models that could predict the performance in the licensure examination of BSCE and BSME graduates. The fifth is, of course, to determine the prediction accuracy of these models. For the method, descriptive correlational research design was used. The data were gathered from private higher educational institution in the Philippines, 206 graduates of BSCE and 204 graduates of BSME. The graduates took the professional licensure examination for the first time from September 2017 to April 2023. MSP or most significant predictors of area 1, 2, and 3 of the licensure examination were determined from college courses tested in these areas. These most significant predictors, MSPs, together with the academic performance in integration courses, purposive communication, as well as enrollment in review center, were considered the independent variables of the study, having overall performance in the licensure examination as the dependent variable. The following variables were coded to use SPSS. In the data analysis, the following statistical tools were employed. Results and discussion. For the first statement of the problem, the result of the study revealed that in the licensure examination, majority of the BSCE graduate respondents fell into the fair category, with the best performance observed in Area 2, Hydraulics and Geotechnical Engineering. The majority of BSME, on the other hand, is generally passing. with the highest performance in Area 2, Engineering Economics and Basic Engineering Services. Both BSCE and BSME graduates performed very satisfactory in mathematics courses. Best performance in Advanced Engineering Mathematics and list in Calculus 2. The graduates performed also well in engineering, communication, and integration courses. It was found out that majority enrolled in review centers. It is also worth noting that graduates who passed the examination scored significantly higher in all areas and in the general average rating than their peers who failed. For SOP2, it was found out that the most significant predictors of the civil engineering licensure examination Area 1 is Calculus 1, Area 2 is Geology, Area 3 is Principle of Reinforced Pre-Stress Concrete. Furthermore, the most significant predictor of the mechanical engineering licensure examination, Area 1 is heat transfer, Area 2 is calculus-based physics, and Area 3 is material science and engineering for mechanical engineering. For SOP3, it was found out that all most significant predictors of the different areas of the licensure exam, together with the academic performance in purposive communication and integration courses, were correlated to the overall performance in the licensure examination. However, only enrollment in a review center of the BSCE graduates were found correlated to the licensure examination performance. For the SOP4, the mathematical model for the BSCE program suggests that for a grade of X sub 1 in Calculus 1, X sub 2 in Reinforced Pre-Stress Concrete, and a binary outcome from the enrollment in Review Center for X sub 3, the predicted performance in SELE can be computed as follows. The model tells us that if you got a low grade in Calculus 1, 3 or 3, and also a low grade in Principles of Reinforced Pre-Stress Concrete such as 2.75, you will need to enroll in a review center to pass the exam and obtain a predicted SELE average rating of 70.399. However, if you have a good grade already in two mentioned courses, at least 1.75 for both, you may not enroll in review center and still pass the exam and obtain a predicted SELE general average rating of 70.3945. The mathematical model for BSME program suggests that for a grade of X sub 1 in integration courses, X sub 2 in calculus-based physics, and X sub 3 in purposive communication, the predicted performance in mechanical engineering licensure examination can be computed as follows using this formula. Finally, for SOP5, the table presents MAPE result for BSCE and BSME mathematical model. This low MAPE values ranging from 6.37 to 13.2 of the training and testing set suggest that the mathematical model's prediction are close to the actual values, indicating a good to a very good forecasting performance. The higher MAPE values for the testing set compared to the training set imply that model's performance might have slightly deteriorated when applied to unseen data. Furthermore, in both cases, the models perform better in predicting students who passed compared to those who failed. MAPE result of 23.8 and 26.6 indicates fairly good mathematical model prediction. For the conclusion, based on the findings of this study, graduates need to perform well in all areas to pass the exam. The most significant predictors for SELE Area 1, 2, and 3 are Calculus 1, Geology, and Principles of Reinforced Pre-Stress Concrete, respectively. Similarly, for MELE Area 1, 2, and 3, the most significant predictors are heat transfer, calculus-based physics, and material science and engineering. These most significant predictors for their respective licensure examination areas were significantly and most substantially correlated with the general average rating of the licensure examination, together with purposive communication and integration courses. The mathematical model predicting the performance of BSCE graduate in the civil licensure examination is this. And for mechanical engineering licensure examination, the mathematical model is this. The developed mathematical model can forecast passing performance of BSCE and BSME graduates in the licensure examination with high prediction accuracy. However, the mathematical model failed to provide prediction accuracy in forecasting failing performance in the licensure examination of the BSCE and BSME graduate. For the references, I use the following. Thank you so much and God bless.